A very good day to all of you from Amit Kumar Mehta. This is part 7 of the video series on Spoken English Fluency 2.0 course. A course where we claim that you can master spoken English, you can master English fluency in just 21 days. Now, in this particular video, we'll be trying to discuss how many days exactly does it take for a learner to become an expert in English language. How many days, how many months, how many years. Problem is, when you start your English language journey, when you start your English fluency journey, you start making comparisons. You start comparing yourselves with the news anchors, you start comparing yourselves with the actors, you start comparing yourselves with Hollywood movies, the fluency that they have, and you start getting demotivated. In this particular video, I will try to remove all those doubts from your mind, fears from your mind, and I'll try and tell you how long will it exactly take for you to master English as a language and master English fluency in a very short time. So these are the essence of this particular video. Stay with me while I make you understand the exact concepts underlying there. Now I'll start with the Pablo Picasso's napkin story. Pablo Picasso was one of the world's greatest artists, greatest painters. Each one of his paintings would sell in crores and crores of rupees. Now there is a story of a napkin that he used to throw in the dustbin, and this particular story will tell you how long does it actually take to become an expert in any art. This is a perfect story for you. The story actually goes like this. Pablo was a regular at one of the coffee shops in his hometown, and in the evenings he used to go there, sit, drink coffee, sip coffee, and keep on drawing on the napkins that were available in the particular coffee shop. He would scribble beautiful sketches on these pieces of napkins, and while leaving, most of the times he used to tear those napkins and throw them in the dustbin. A lady was observing Pablo's behavior for a very long time. She used to see that all those particular napkins were ultimately going to the dustbin. So she had a smart idea. She thought that probably I can go and take them for free and probably sell them to someone or keep it as a collection. So that lady went to Pablo Picasso and asked him to hand over that napkin to her. Pablo gave that napkin to her, and then while she was moving away from Pablo said, "Ma'am, this particular napkin will cost you $5. The lady was surprised. The lady said that this took you only 5 minutes to draw, and you are asking me to pay $5. Pablo replied, and mind it, this reply is golden. The advice that he gave in this particular reply was golden. He said, "Ma'am, what took me 5 minutes to draw has taken me 20 years to learn." What he was essentially saying was, it has taken him 20 years so that he can draw that drawing on the piece of napkin in 5 minutes. 20 years of his efforts so that he can draw a particular drawing in 5 minutes. So that is the effort that goes behind the scenes. Now most of the people, like the lady, do not understand that there is a lot of effort that goes behind the news anchor, that goes behind your friend, colleague, whoever is better at speaking English, that goes behind anybody who is able to speak English properly. There is a lot of effort that has gone behind it. So you have to understand that he was not lucky. He was not getting a result of his God's good grace. It is not because of God's good grace that he has been able to master English or speak fluently, but it is also because of the large amount of labor that he has put in. Now this is Jack Dorsey, founder of Twitter. He says that it took him 3 years of hard work. People used to feel that Twitter became an instant success. Twitter became success overnight. But Jack Dorsey says in one of the interviews, it took him 3 years of hard work to get lucky overnight. Yes, he became lucky, but it took him 3 years of hard work. So without hard work, without labor, things are not going to move. Now, most of the people, what they do is they keep on looking at the iceberg paradox. People look at the 10% which is on the top. This is what people see and consider success stakes. They just look at the 10%. But the amount of pain, the amount of efforts, the amount of years that go behind making something successful is actually the 90%, which most of the people just try to ignore. So what is the magic number is we are trying to find out. What is the magic number of hours? What is the magic number of days? What is the magic number of years that it will take for you to master fluency in the fastest possible time? Now imagine any sport. Imagine cycling for an instant. What does cycling take to master? When you start cycling, you require a minimum number of hours to gain competence. When you have started cycling, you would imagine that you are very concerned about you're falling. Maybe you are very fearful of your falling. It takes a certain amount of practice, it takes a certain amount of hours so that you can practice your cycling, and beyond that your cycling becomes automatic. You can leave both your hands, like this particular lady over here. You can leave both your hands and start cycling once you have practiced those minimum number of hours. There is an investment required in cycling. If you have learnt it once, you can keep on doing it for your lifetime. It will become into automatic mode, but not without the minimum number of hours. So what is the minimum number of hours for any particular skill? If you want to master guitar, you have to repeat it, you have to practice it, you have to keep on doing it for a minimum number of hours, and after that minimum number of hours you can play with music, you can create your own creation, you can create your own tunes, you can create your own music by repetition and practice. But there is a minimum number of hours that you need to practice that particular skill. Now there is a concept of muscle memory. Whenever you have practiced something, it becomes a part of your muscle memory. Even with cycling, even with learning guitar, or even with learning languages, the particular practice has to ensure that the art has become a part of your muscle memory. Once it becomes a part of your muscle memory, it's a zero efforts game then. Cycling in today's date, if you have learned cycling in your childhood, when you ride a cycle, it does not take you any effort. It is zero efforts now. But earlier, when you had started, it took a lot of time. So there is a minimum amount of investment required, and beyond that investment, when you have done that investment, you will find that it is zero efforts after that particular investment you have made. So what is the secret sauce? If you look at, for most of the experts in any field, we're taking Virat Kohli as an example. Virat has achieved the number 1 ODI player tag multiple times in a row. He is soon to replace the god of cricket. God of cricket is Sachin Tendulkar, and he is going to replace him with his towering records. Do you know his little secret? Can you guess the age when Kohli started playing cricket? Kohli started playing cricket when he was in class 8th. Class 8th was the actual standard where he was studying when he started playing cricket, and it is because of the number of years that he has put into English or cricket that his cricket is such a wonderful such a wonderful shape as it is right now. So there is a secret sauce behind every particular success. It takes a certain number of hours. Now our brains function in a very, very complex way. I'll be telling you this particular concept. Our brains function just like the cartoons are relayed on a particular Cartoon Network. If you look at any particular cartoon, if you look at Tom and Jerry, for 1 second of the cartoon video, it consists of 24 to 30 images that keep on moving in front of your eyes. Your naked eyes are not able to see that. Making it easy, I just want to tell you, look at the ceiling fan. When the ceiling fan is not working, it will show you 3 particular blades in the ceiling fan. But when the ceiling fan is actually working, it is running, the ceiling fan is actually on, then you cannot be able to make the difference between the blades of the ceiling fan. It all looks like one. Similarly, in the cartoons, for 1 second of a cartoon, it can the producer of the cartoon, the director of the cartoon, has to produce 24 to 30 images for 1 second. So for 1 hour, just imagine a cartoon, they have shown you 24 into 60 into 60, that is 86,400 pictures. For 1 hour of content that you watch on a Cartoon Network, it is 86,400 pictures. And there comes the magic number. This is what actually happens behind in your brain also. When you start speaking, your brain needs to have this much amount of information, this much amount of content on English, so that you can start speaking in English. So that number is the 10,000 hour rule. That is the magic number. 10,000 hours would actually mean 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 44 weeks a year for 5.5 years. Approximately 5.5 years it will take, so that you can become an expert into that particular domain, expert into that particular topic. Virat Kohli, for example, you have seen he has been practicing since class 8th. Pablo Picasso, 20 years of practice so that he can master those drawings, create wonderful, awesome drawings in just 5 minutes. And many other examples we have given. Even cycling becomes a part of your permanent muscle memory once you have practiced it beyond the minimum number of hours. So, this particular 10,000 hours rule was given by Malcolm Gladwell in his famous book Outliers. He said that if you have to master any particular craft and if you have spent this much amount of time, this much amount of hours into that, you will become an expert into that particular language, that particular topic. Now, this particular number is a very high number. 10,000 hours, 5.5 years is a very large number. Don't be depressed. Don't be, because you have to understand when it comes to English language, you have to understand that the British have ruled us for 200 years. They have given many farmans, they have given many rules, regulations, laws have been created all in English. They have created the English medium schools, they have created the clerical method of learning. All those things the Britishers have already done. Now the multinational companies that you buy your products from also communicate to you in English. They talk to you through ads, through messages, through chats. English and Hindi are the official languages in India. If you go to a court, the drafting majorly it happens in English. So English is something that you have been growing up with. Media, if you look at it, newspapers, movies and cricket, everything contains high dosages of English, and it is because of all these impacts your Hindi is not exactly Hindi, it's actually English that you speak. So don't be depressed that 10,000 hours rule is a very big amount for you. You have already covered a lot of the ground already. So what do? Ideally, you have to start populating the English folder in your brain with English files. Over time, when all the RSL reading, listening, speaking and writing files, when these folders and files will get stacking, full of the content, you will reach your 10,000 hours. So you might be a beginner, you might be an intermediate, you might be an advanced learner of English, but to gain that fluency, the best time is to start now. You have to ensure that you reach that 10,000 hours rule, or that even that 5,000 hours if you reach on that particular topic, you will automatically start gaining a lot of fluency and lot of spoken English. Your spoken English will suddenly blow through the roof. So that is what will happen. So if you are a beginner, if you are an intermediate, if you are an advanced, whatever level you are, the best time is to start now. And once you will find that once you have reached a particular level, once you have reached 100 hours, once you have reached 1000 hours of learning and practice, you will suddenly find that your language explodes. You suddenly become fluent. So imagine scenarios like this one. If somebody asks you, hello, how are you? If you are a beginner, if you are absolutely zero, case 1, imagine that you are absolutely zero. Your reading, speaking, language and writing files are absolutely zero inside your brain. So when somebody asks you, hello, how are you? Your brain tries to search. Just like Google searches, your brain will search for the information inside of your brain. There's no content available in the database, so there will be no response that you'll be able to give. Now imagine case 2, that wherein you have practiced 100 hours into reading, speaking, listening and writing. When your English is at the medium stage, when you have 100 hours of practice in English of various skills like reading, speaking, listening and writing. In that case, you will be able to give a crooked response, but you'll still be able to give some kind of a response. Now imagine case 3, once you have spent 1000 hours reading, speaking, listening and writing. That is when you are at an advanced level. 1000 hours you have spent into English, your files and folders of English language inside your brain contains enough database. So when the question is asked, how are you? Your brain will search for information. It will get 1000 hours of content. And because of that 1000 hours, you'll be able to respond properly. So ideally, the solution lies in increasing the number of hours. The ideal goal is 10,000 hours, but once you reach 10,000 hours, you will become Shakespeare in that particular language. You will become the best in that particular language. That best is not required as of now. As of now, what is required is that you do not stop, you just start moving in the direction of 10,000 hours. You will find that once you have reached 100 hours, you will find that once you have reached 1000 hours in English, once you start populating all the particular files and folders in your brain with English language skills, you will suddenly find that your numbers, your spoken English skills, your fluency all have started improving. You have to understand that just having the gun is not enough. You have to load your gun. Imagine reading, writing, speaking, and listening. If you have been loading all your gun with particular English skills, you will never fall short of words, phrases, and sentences to respond to questions. So you have to understand that there are plenty of opportunities in today's time. What the idea is that you have to load your gun with all those content, but you have to also understand that there are plenty of opportunities around. Leave no opportunity to learn. Embrace English, make friends with English. Do not fear English. There are millions of opportunities already there. Change the default language of your mobile to English. There are songs which have a lot of English component. Bollywood songs, they contain English. Bollywood content contains a lot of English content. They have sentences, they have phrases in English. You have movies. Watch English movies with subtitles. You will be able to understand a lot of content over there. The internet, when you visit the internet, when you visit Google, when you search something on Google, most of the content is on English. Newspapers contain a lot of ads in English. They have ads which are run on your television while you're watching television, or when you're watching YouTube, you'll find a lot of ads which come in English. Take a diary, take a pen, note down all those sentences, all those words which you come across. Your speaking, your listening, your writing, and learning, it all has to improve. You have to keep on jotting down everything, whatever you're finding on the internet. There are plenty of opportunities around. You also have YouTube. Do not watch YouTube in Hindi, watch YouTube in English. That will help you practice English. Even when you are watching YouTube, even when you are playing with your social media accounts, you can start doing the same in English, and that will improve your English skills. Idea is you have to get to the 10,000 hours as soon as possible. And even when you are 1000 hours completed in English particular language, you will find that your skills have suddenly started improving. The idea, once again I repeat, is to reach 10,000 hours as soon as possible by doing various kinds of activities like reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Emails, when you are writing email to somebody, do that in English. For the apps, there are so many apps. You can download the apps in English. You have so many apps you can talk to in English. When you are chatting with somebody on WhatsApp, do that on in particular English, in small broken sentences. Yes, that is okay for the time being. It will take some time, but do that, keep on repeating that, and try to reach the 10,000 hours as soon as possible. The last but not the least is watching web series in English. There are a lot of good web series which have come up on YouTube. In my particular book, How to Speak Fluent English and Impress People in 30 Days, I have jotted down a lot of such opportunities. In one of the chapters, I have discussed what are the web series that you must watch as an initial beginner, as an advanced level person. What are the web series that you must watch? What are the stories that you must watch? What are the cartoons that you must watch as a beginner? And these particular number of hours that you put into learning English will help you master English in the shortest possible time. Again, I repeat that 10,000 hours is what you have to reach to become an expert. You need not reach 10,000 hours, even 1,000 hours, 2,000 hours, 3,000 hours is enough. And since you have already spent a lot of time studying English in the past, you would have already seen that you are already done 500 hours of English practice. What is required is the rest 500, and the rest 500 to rest 1000 to rest 3000 can happen in 21 days. And that is why we keep on saying you can master English fluently in 21 days. The content for all this particular videos that we are making, the video series that we are making, is available in this particular book, How to Speak Fluent English and Impress People in 30 Days. The link is available. You can download the book and you can read the entire book, because through video lessons it is not always possible to communicate the entire information. This book is a one-stop solution. It will give you everything that you require to master spoken English and master fluency in the shortest possible time. And if you have not liked it, if you have not commented on this particular, if you have any kind of suggestions, feedback for us, please do give us in the comment section. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends and relatives, and watch the playlist again and again. keep repeating this playlist, keep listening to the playlist again and again, because this will improve your listening skills. This will improve your speaking skills also if you practice speaking after me. For the phrases, for example, for the phrases particular video that we have put, if you keep on repeating the phrases, once I say a particular phrase, once you repeat the particular phrase, that will improve your speaking skills also. So stay connected as we keep on posting these 21 set of videos which will help you improve your English in just 21 days. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure interacting with you.